new CEOs. When Tim Cook took over from Steve Jobs as the head of Apple Computers, the expectations were higher, as his predecessor was a legendary innovation leadership guru. When Jeffrey Melt took over from Jack Welch as the head of General Electric, the expectations were higher, as Jack Welch was rated as one of the best corporate leaders in the world. It is a Herculean task for new CEOs to step into the shoes as CEOs, especially when their predecessors were legends. In fact, the job of CEO is a highly challenging one. The position of a CEO appears to be easy and rosy for spectators, but not a cakewalk for the incumbents. Although it's not a complicated one, it is tough to survive and succeed as a CEO in this cutthroat competitive world. Here is a blueprint for first 100 days for CEOs. CEOs who can make solid first impression and deliver are destined for a huge success. It's a great opportunity for these new CEOs to use this time to project an image. That is formal versus informal, hands-on versus hands-off. Hence, they must be careful during the first 100 days in office. The concept of the first 100 days in office is widely used in the world of politics. It is also known as honeymoon period in some parts of the world. It is a period of make or break for new CEOs. These are the crucial and critical days whether you are a chief executive or a politician. Commenting about accomplishment of his mission, John F. Kennedy once remarked, all this will not be finished in the first 100 days, nor will it be finished in the first 1,000 days, nor in the life of this administration, nor even perhaps in our lifetime on this planet. But let us begin. A study by the Center for Creative Leadership reveals that 40% of leaders going into new roles fail in their first 18 months. Hence, new CEOs must take precautionary measures during this honeymoon period to achieve their leadership effectiveness and ensure organizational excellence and effectiveness. A study shows that most pressing challenges for CEOs are strategic alignment and speed of execution. Hence, new CEOs must address these issues earnestly during the first 100 days in office. If CEOs prove well initially, they succeed. Otherwise, they fail miserably ultimately. All stakeholders refrain from criticism during this honeymoon period, as this is the great time given for new CEOs to get adjusted and work at their own pace. The media will also refrain from criticism, but it observes everything under its microscope. Hence, the new CEOs must be careful to make use of this time wisely to connect with all stakeholders and create a great impression to survive and succeed in the corporate world. Here is the blueprint for new CEOs. Do you want to do as the crowd does and struggle for a slice of life, or to bake your own pie and live on your own terms? If you want to bake your own pie and lead on your own terms as CEO, here is a blueprint for you. The new CEOs must clearly focus on key areas aggressively. The crux of the issue here is how to spot the areas that need to be focused. Hence, they must find out the key and core areas that need attention and energy and focus on them aggressively. As a new CEO, you are always under scanner from all stakeholders. Make sure that the first few days as CEO are highly organized and focused to create everlasting impression as a successful CEO and leader. According to Ram Charan, the majority of CEOs who are fired are not terminated because they lack vision, but because they fail to engage their own organization in what appear to be well thought out strategies. He rightly quoted. Therefore, the new CEOs must take lots of precautions to have clear-cut strategies and link them effectively with solid execution. At the same time, be cautious to present and project yourself professionally as a leader by blending your intelligence, trustworthiness, humanness, courage, and discipline proportionately and judiciously. Also blend your technical, business, and social acumen. Osman Sultan, CEO of Do Telecom, suggests a beautiful approach. Let us look into it. Especially this is useful for new CEOs. As a new CEO, you must draw a diagram and put yourself in the center. At the top of the vertical line, put your board and shareholders. At the bottom of this line, the management team and employees. On the left of the horizontal line, put what we call the market driving factors, customers, distributors, industrial partners. On the right, the external non-market driving factors such as regulators, media, academia, and so on. Then quickly identify the people on each of these fronts that you can trust to deliver. This is a radar screen you should look at every morning to ensure that you are not losing control of any of these things that could snowball very rapidly in any startup. As a CEO, you can't afford the luxury of not being active on all these fronts. Let us move on to the slide number 6. For a new CEO who undertakes this challenging role, there are certain do's and don'ts to stand out from others. Here is a template containing action steps new CEOs must follow to create a positive impact on the minds of all stakeholders. The first step is understand various aspects of the company, including its vision and mission. Meet all stakeholders to find out their expectations and aspirations. If you are an outsider CEO, you must travel widely to connect with them. Get the big picture right. Speak less and listen more to list out 3 major changes you would like to bring about to improve company's bottom lines. Be transparent to build trust among all stakeholders. Don't follow the strategies of your predecessor, as what worked for them might not work for you. Conduct organizational assessment after taking inputs from all sources. Create a CEO template within your mind which must be flexible to execute. Craft your own vision and use diversified communication vehicles including emails, memos, video conferences, and face-to-face meetings to articulate it effectively. Identify the priority areas to improve the company bottom lines. Create an action plan, dividing them into short-term and long-term goals. Create a winning formula based on your recreated vision. Be a team leader. Build a strong team capitalizing on their strengths and engage team members effectively. Make sure that the employees are rightly placed with their roles and responsibilities to leverage their strengths. At times, good employees are wrongly placed in the organization. Spot and place them properly. Integrate the informal and formal elements of the organization. Align people, plans, and practices with organizational goals and objectives. Replace poor performers by good performers, following the sage words of Jim Collins, who said, "Have the right people on the bus and the wrong people off the bus." Encourage innovative ideas among employees. Provide inputs to your employees regularly. Guide and inspire them. Anticipate both internal and external threats and create contingency plans accordingly to counter them effectively. Reorganize business lines to enhance operational excellence. Accelerate the pace, but don't be in a hurry to cut costs quickly, as you will not be able to know where the real problem may lie. Be flexible and customize your leadership style as per the company's vision and mission and the people around you. Seek early wins to build your momentum. Analyze how do you like to be remembered ultimately. Do you want to be remembered as a soft or hard, or flexible or situational CEO, or a CEO with a blend of both task and people orientation? And create your own CEO brand globally accordingly to stand out from other CEOs. Whether you become a new CEO of a company or a leader of an industry or a political party, you must follow these steps meticulously to achieve your goals and objectives. Manage internal organizational dynamics and external environmental threats effectively. Take your feedback regularly to bring out behavioral changes within you. Learn lessons from your own experience and from the experience of others to enhance your leadership effectiveness to soar like an eagle. A good CEO must be a judicious blend of strategy and execution and proportional blend of business, technical, and social acumen. Hence, the new CEOs must proportionally mix all these qualities, meet all stakeholders, listen to them, create corporate culture, connecting them on one common thread, build effective teams, craft their vision, and articulate it effectively during the first 100 days in their office to achieve everlasting success in the corporate world. In the slide 9, I am going to talk about how to build